Good evening, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to continue the studies of international logistics. My name is Philip. I'd like to invite you to subscribe in this channel. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like. Don't forget to support this channel with donation. Start the notifications. Share this video with your friends. Follow me in Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Thank you very much. Let's start. If you like, add a commentary. The transportation infrastructure is more of a mixed issue. Barge traffic does move along many of the nation's rivers with reasonable speed, and the nation's extensive network of electric rail responses reasonably low cost, efficient, and speed transport. The nation has a network of four-lane highways, with most cities connected by narrow two-lane paved roads. These roads are slow under the combined traffic of automobiles, trucks and buses. Prague itself has one limited access highway, which seems both misplaced and underutilized. Similarly, there is sophisticated air transport system internally. Prague is served by a relatively small and updated airport, though with international connections provided by a number of foreign carriers, as well as by state-owned airlines, which recently upgraded its fleet by adding the three Boeing aircraft, its first Western-made planes. Rebuilding the national infrastructure that clean up the environment have recently taken a back seat to the discussion of the structure of the new Czech Republic. Political issues, living Czechs from Slovaks, have temporarily taken the focus of economic issues. At the time, the Western Europe is joining together and eliminating boundaries. Czechoslovakia has split in two, creating boundaries between two new nations, the Czech Republic and Slovakia. In early 1993, the Czechs established customs posts at 13 designated roads and 7 designated rail entry points along the border with Slovakia. In the Czech financial and corporate arena, a nascent stock exchange in farming with state-owned companies is slowly being privatized or sold to Western companies. There is little capital available for economic infrastructure renewal internally, and the new government looks to private interests to support and supplement necessary national capital investment. Western companies will find a hard-working and loyal people to draw upon as employees. Many of them will need extensive training in the workings of a company can begin to implement advanced logistics practices. Chess managers must be educated in the ways of capitalism as well as in logistics. The watchwords must be long-term perspective in the development of a capitalist managerial a working class in the Czech Republic, and foreign firms considering expansion should not underestimate the cost of this reduction in the ways of modern capitalism as important business development components. Advanced logistical systems cannot function in updated, inadequate national infrastructure. Indeed, infrastructure and other logistical systems are needed to support logistic operations. Truckers, for example, need regular access to parts and fuels. The state of development and sophistication in the emerging countries is highly varied. Logistic managers are likely to encounter operation functional logistic systems which seem obviously inadequate by trade nation standards. However, consider the level of sophistication of the resident consumer economies. Many of these existing logistic systems function in perfectly acceptable manner. When the systems do work, one often sees very high levels of inventory supporting them. As the caution in the system, inventory may be an expensive means of making an efficient logistics system work. Again, it is a chicken and egg problem. Advanced logistics systems will develop to support the advanced customer economy, but the development of those economies will be inhibited by the absence of advanced logistical systems. The third world. In contrast to the triad nations and the emerging economy, third world countries are defined by low levels of industrialization, literacy, and per capita income. Included in this group of countries, for example, would be Sudan, Afghanistan, Haiti, Faso. The national economy of the third world focus on subsistence and maintenance, and often again based on having large normative solutions. Consumer markets are primitive, even in the major cities of the third world, with most consumption geared toward meeting substance needs such as food, clothing, and housing. Third nation style consumer economies are almost completely unknown, or exist on a very small scale to cater to the needs of the small upper class of the country. Most third world countries have a limited import-export activity by trade nation standards. They feel that developed nations control the world's shipping airlines and cargo insurance. African nations found that their airlines were developed to feed into the major European nations' carrier routes. As one-time colonies, they were used to the prospect of having the transport price added to of goods they bought and subtracted from price of goods they sold. Third world countries often export natural resources, agricultural products, or other raw materials. Imports tend to blend essential manufactured goods, often do negative balance of trade incidents. In 1991, only 1% of all U.S. ocean-borne container trade was to or from Africa. Infrastructure insufficiency. The logistics infrastructure in many third world countries reflects a legacy of early interest in development, often at the direction of a colonial power. Again, these infrastructures were frequently constructed with one-way logistics in mind, export the country's principal natural resource of agricultural products. The history and structure of the oil Sudan provides an example of the development. The Sudan is counted the most square miles in area, located in eastern Africa. The northern part of the country is largely desert and Islamic population. Thank you very much. If you like, give us a like, share this video, follow on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you very much. Good night.